Our final video about your teacher website for the course will be regarding publishing your website. So once you have your pages done, and actually even before that, because you can go back and edit them as long as you publish again. But at some point during the process, you want to publish your website. You might want to do it as you go along, edit and republish, so then there's no problem with losing anything. In any case, open your website. You'll see the publish button up here. So when you're finished, and again, the order should be home page, about me page, they don't have to have these names, your lesson that addresses your special population of learners, your lesson that addresses the social justice issues, etc. And finally, the review recap of your action research pilot that you are going to use with your classmates to present this on the last night. And so your classmates and I need access to your webpage. So we are going to publish this publicly for now. If you choose to take it down or make it private after the class is over, that's perfectly okay. But for now, we're going to publish it so you can access it and we can access it, and you can send me the URL, the link to it. So obviously you go to publish when everything looks like it's done, but again, don't panic that it has to be complete. You can always edit it. We go to publish, and there's some options here, but we want to put in whatever your name was up here. It'll take some variation of that and put it at the end. If your Google Sites is on UCR, it will have the beginning of the URL have to do with UCR. But so this has Dr. Wolf's, mine's on my personal Google Sites. So this has Dr. Wolf's Classroom written like this. If you own a domain name, you can customize it. We're not doing that. And so this says anyone can view my site at this point. Later on, you can always go back to this and say, you can invite people. But at this point, we're just going to make it public for ease of use. Later, you can add people who can edit your site. You can publish it for anyone to find. Right now, I'm the owner of my site, but you can invite people. But at this point, we are going to do what we said we were going to do, which is keep it a public site. And so anyone can view the site. You can mark this, request that public search engines do not display my site if you want to. Google doesn't guarantee that it won't show up, but if that makes you feel better about privacy, you can do that. But at least for the time being, we're going to make it public. And so I'm going to push publish. And that's pretty much all there is to it. Now, you want to make sure that you have recorded your site name. When you go back to Google Sites, your new site will come up. So my new one I made is called Dr. Wolf's Classroom. And if I go back to Google Sites, let me open my Google Sites here. And I have several different Google pages, but this is the correct one. Then now Dr. Wolf's Classroom, and that page, remember, was kind of messy. We didn't fix it up very much. My sample one that you have access to on iLearn is also here, but now I can go back to this. And even though it's published, I can still edit it. And so you can always go back and edit this if you want to. And then you just have to publish it again. And so it will update. It will save everything in Google Drive as you go. And once you publish it, it will update all your changes. Remember, you are going to need to share your site with me and with your group members for the final class when you're going to share your research pilot. And also during the process, we're going to be doing some peer reviewing. And so it's helpful to have this published periodically and to remember your unique URL for your site. So it's easy to put in a link in iLearn for me, or to put in an email to your group members when they are going to peer review and go through your site with you. And so to find that, if you didn't copy and write it down somewhere you don't know, all you do is go to this link here, copy publish site link, click on it, and there's my unique URL for this website we just created together. All I have to do is copy it, and I can put it in an email to my group members or to me when you're turning this in. So that's pretty much it. I really hope you find this to be a valuable exercise. It should be pretty user-friendly, straightforward. We will work on it and talk about it in class. Obviously, come to office hours if you have any other questions. But again, I hope this will be a really good tool for you that you can carry on really into the beginning of your new classroom with a fairly smooth and easy transition. So good luck, and we'll work on this as we go along.